What's going on, everybody? My name is Jason. I work at All Out Bikes in Four Oaks, North Carolina, and today we have this 1990 dyno comp that we have worked on in a previous video. The whole idea of the video was to get this piece of junk, rusted up bike that's been sitting in somebody's backyard just up and running again, and indeed we did just that. This thing actually rides great. The wheels turn good. The brakes actually work. However, I really hate these tires. I don't like the black pedals, and I really don't care for this black cable right here. So I got some goodies in. I got some nice white tires. Now I just have to decide if I want to go with this smoother white tire or if I want to go with this Kenda contact tire, which has a little bit of tread. They're both good tires and they both would look good on this. I just have to decide which one is best for me. I've got some new grips right here that may or may not go on this because we've already got some white grips. And I figured I'd throw on a nice white chain on here. And then of course I can't forget these white polycarbonate pedals, which are not exactly era correct, but this bike is, far from showroom quality. But I'll tell you what, it's a bike that's fun to ride, and it gets a lot of people looking. It's a conversation piece, and a lot of people have commented on that whenever I've been out on riding around the park and such. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get these pedals off, and I'm going to go ahead and get this crank cleaned up because that's one of the big things about this bike. This crank is really rusted up. So I have a vat of citric acid next door. We're going to throw it in that, and it should be clean in a couple of days. Why don't you join me and let's go ahead and get started on this.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
The parts have been sitting in the citric acid over the weekend. It's Monday. Let's go ahead and grab those parts and check them out, see how they turned out, and then we're going to go ahead and strip this all the way back down so that we can frame save this. I'm going to be spraying the frame saver inside of the frame. I am not going to throw this into the citric acid just because, I'm afraid there's so much rust coming out of this frame that I'm afraid if I put this into the citric acid that there's not going to be anything left whenever I pull it out. So we're just going to go ahead and frame save the inside of the frame with the rust, which should be fine. It'll protect the metal from the air. It'll do the job. And we're going to go ahead and get the tires put on, maybe the grips, and the white cable. I know I am spending way too much money and time on this. This is actually not worth it, and I know some of y'all are probably thinking, it's a dyno comp, it's worth it. This thing is actually in horrible shape, and this is only good as a conversation piece. And I'm going to ride it, I'm going to have fun with it, I'm not going to jump it, I'm not taking it out to the skate park to play around on it. It's just a conversation piece. So let's go check out those parts and see how they turned out. Alright, let's see how this thing looks. Okay, this is looking nasty green. I'm pretty sure that the citric acid is eating this metal up because it is just bubbling like crazy. So that's the first to come out. Cranks. Oh wow. Cranks are actually looking pretty good. Looking really good. Let's go ahead and take that out and rinse it. And then I'm worried about this because the paint. Yep, that paint's coming off. Is it bubbling? Sure is. Alright, well that's alright. We can just repaint this. It will be fine. It's just white. So let's go ahead and rinse this off. And again, this is this WD-40 is just to help keep this from rusting for the time being until we get some protection on there. And yeah, I was afraid that this wouldn't work. I think I noted in the previous video that it's probably not a good idea to put these cups in, and there are chunks of metal missing. It really ate it up real bad. It's alright. Oh, gotta rinse it. And this is gonna, the paint that's on here is gonna get blown off. Yep. I figured. Oh well, learning. We're learning. All right. Let's go ahead and go inside. Maybe clean the sprocket up a little bit more, and let's go ahead and paint it so it'll have time to dry.
left me lonely. I could tell them the whole story, it may take a couple hours. I've got time, let's get to chat. How could I explain the situation? Man, it's so damn complicated. Where do I start, where do I end? I should go back to bed. I'm going back to all the basics, teaching myself now how to erase it. It's like learning a whole new language, and I'm afraid, too scared to face it. I just want consistent clarity, but all my thoughts destroying me. Some peace of mind is all I need to give peace to all of my family. I can't go back to you, my friend. Don't even ask, don't play pretend. You think you are everything I need, but I gotta leave. Try but can't get through to me. It's not you, yeah, it's always me. I close my heart to you, you see it opens up for nobody. It's been so hard to fall asleep. The weather always makes my nose bleed, makes my nose bleed. It's so hard to believe that one day I'll feel peace. I want control over my life, I want that driver's seat. Yeah, it's not you that I need. You push me down when I'm weak. You were never there for me. Go pick up your keys and leave. I can't go back to you, my friend. Don't even ask, don't play pretend. You think you're everything I need, but I gotta can't go back to you, my friend. Don't even ask, don't play pretend. Cause you think you are everything I need, but I gotta leave.
Well, I think this bike has turned out pretty good. It is mostly done. I may put a little bit more frame saver in the bike. I did coat it pretty well, but I still hear some things that are kind of rattling around, and I think a lot of the rust inside the frame absorbed the frame saver, so I will add some more later on. I went with the Kenda contact tires. They have a slight tread to them, and also they're a little bit larger. They're 20 by 1.95, which is larger than the original tires. But, you know, this is not a show bike. This is just a conversation piece and something that I'm going to be riding. So some of the things that I did to it was, you know, we did put that Dominator seat on this in the previous video. The chain wheel on here was kind of rusted bad, and when I put it in the citric acid did eat the paint. Even though citric acid is supposed to be, you know, safe for paint, it still damaged the paint and it started to bubble up. So we went ahead and put it into the sandblaster and blasted the rest of the paint off and repainted it. We put the white chain on there. We put some cool white pedals on there. Again, the pedals are not era correct, but again, this is not a show bike. So tell me what you think of the bike. Oh, I can't forget, I did put a new white cable on here, and this piece right here, the junction where it goes from one cable to two, that was black, so I painted that white, and I think it turned out really well because the original one was white. I left the barrels here black because it's not that big of a deal. So please let me know what you think. Leave me that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to tell your friends. Check out some of the other videos on the corner of the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.